Good greetings, Rusty Dog here. Welcome. Well, I was going to say welcome to Flight Sim, but I can't yet because I haven't got it running. This is a little bit different. So what you're looking at, guys, is Preflightly, which is going to decide what plane we take. It's going to be an Airbus, I know that. And it's also going to decide what route we take. So even I don't know yet. So the reason I don't have the sim running is because I don't yet know which scenery to load if I have that particular scenery. And I don't know what this yellow is either. So what is Preflightly? Well, it's apparently supposed to check all of your assets, your sceneries and your planes and stuff and GSX profiles. And I haven't got it obviously set up yet. I've only got 6 airports because I don't have every single airport put in there yet. You know, there's no point putting all the airports in the sim because it just takes up too much loading time. So I'm only going to put in the airports that I'm going from and to, if I have them. So first we need to find the route. And then when we know the 2 airports, I can have a look at my scenery, see if I have them, enable those airports in the sim, and then we can load the sim up. So this is how we're going to do it. So it's basically, I could have set this up beforehand, obviously, but I wanted you guys to see Preflightly first. So let's go into the route finder. And I know it's all in black. Now, why aren't you guys seeing that? It might be the window capture method, and probably is. There we go. Okay, so we can cancel all of this. So there's still daylight in Europe, and so what I want to do is set up flights that are in Europe with an Airbus. I'm probably not going to pick an A319, to be honest. It's going to be a 320 or a 321. And then we're going to set a duration flight that we want. Now, we've got flyable, which means I've got everything required, and we've got partial, which means some stuff is missing. But they're all flyable, really. And these are real-world flights. These are actual flights which have happened. I don't know how recently, but they are literally ones that have happened. And if it's a nice flight that I like, a nice route, but I don't have the livery, we can go to flightsim.to and grab it if there's one there, or we can just pick a different one. So aircraft. Well, let's click on the plus, and we've got A320 and A321. I have to be careful here not to pick the Neo, right? We've got the Neos there. Phoenix isn't the Neo, so we're going to pick those 2. So we know it's going to be one of those. Airline, don't care. Region is going to be Europe. From airport to airport, don't care. Duration, between 1 and 2 hours. And this is what remains down here. So now we can take a look at all of these. I'm not sure what these times are. I think they might be based on expected departure time, I guess. And then once you activate the one you want, it'll file it into SimBrief for you, which is brilliant, right? So, well, here's one, a Lufthansa flight. It looks like it's going, I don't know, what does that look like? France to Venice? You can't say France. Frankfurt. From Frankfurt to Venice, there's a flight, Lufthansa. Frankfurt to Venice, and it's 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now, what you need to know, guys, when you're filing this with SimBrief, is 1 hour and 20 minutes is the block time. It's not the flight time. Flight time will be shorter. So the block time is how long it takes the plane to get from the gate to the gate at both airports. So it's including all of the taxi time, everything. So what we want is a flight that's maybe a bit higher up, like this one. So this is from London. So LHR is London Heathrow, and it's going to Prague. And it's 1 hour 50 block time, and it's British Airways. So there's one we could set up. I don't know if Prague has got ILS landings. It says 1 minute late already. I'm just going to have a quick look, guys, on Navigraph. Now, what the hell is this map I'm looking at? So anyway, search, and we want PRG. Actually, I would have preferred the iCow, the full iCow here. Okay, I've got the thing that I need. So let's have a look at the approaches. Yeah, it has ILS. So should we do this one? Hello, Andy. Good evening, mate. I haven't got flight sim running yet. We're just doing this. Yeah, so 1 hour 50 block time. London Heathrow to Prague in Czechoslovakia. We could do that. British Airways. That might be one to look at. So that is 1, 2, 3. That's the fourth one down. Let's pencil that one in. We have an EasyJet flight here from Nice to Bordeaux. 1 hour 30. Oh no, did that just change? It updated. Something changed. No. 1 hour 45. What's this one? Zurich to Copenhagen. Ooh. Okay. Swiss Air. Right, I know I have a Swiss Air livery. What's the plane? A 320. From Zurich to Copenhagen. Is it Copenhagen or Copenhagen? I don't know. And there's the flight. What do you think about this one? It says I don't have the Swiss livery. I actually do. I've got official scenery for Zurich, but I may have. I don't know if I've got these airports. I bought them so long ago, if I have, because they were bought for Flight Sim 2020, and the GSX profiles for the airports I don't have. Now, when I saw somebody using this once, they seemed to indicate that you could click on something here and it would take you to the GSX profile you need in flightsim.to. I have not seen any evidence of this. I can't find it. So let's put this down as our flight. I think I have Swiss Air for the what plane is it? The 320. If I don't, I have it for the 321 and we'll use that one. So let me just pop into my Flight Sim add-on linker. And this, what we'll do is I'll have a look and see if I've got these airports and we'll get them in. We'll get them in already. So we're looking at Zurich. It looks like I've got something for Zurich. LS. LSZH. Must be. Let's put that one in. And the other one is Copenhagen. Which, if I'm butchering the name, I'm sorry. Oh, I do have one of those. All right. The iCows look very different from these 3-digit ones. The iCow would have been so much better. Right. I wonder now if it knows I've got the liveries for... No, sorry, the scenery for these places. Okay, so now, if we want this one, it's Swiss Air. Swiss Air A320. So we click Activate. And click Plan in SimBrief. Now it's going into my browser. And it's loading up SimBrief. Now, I'm going to double check what it's done. I want to make sure it's correct. Especially with the aircraft. Okay, so the aircraft, we need to put in Phoenix. Whether it's CFM, IAE, or the shark wings, I don't know. So what we're going to do now is go into Flight Simulator. I'm done with this now, so we're going to go into Flight Sim. and we're going to decide we're going to find out which plane's got the Swissair livery, and then we'll put that into SimBrief and generate the flight. And we're good to go. Airline LX. Really? Let me have a look. Swissair ICAO code is SWR. Yeah. So it didn't quite get that right. The ICAO code for the airline is important so that when you're running say intentions or beyond ATC, it gives you the right call sign, like Swissair 2627. Now it's put the flight number 1278, which, yeah, okay, let's go with that. It's not my normal flight number, but meh. Right, so we're loading up Flight Sim in the background now. Let me just bring it to the fore. All right, here we go. So yeah, that's Preflightly. It's a nice little route planner. There's a couple out there. Airport Finder is another one. Or you can just use Flight Sim Radar, I think you can use as well. Just to pick real-world flights out of the sky and then just decide to go on it. But the good thing with this is, for live streaming, I like to stick to flights that are, you know, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like this. And this lets me focus on those. So yeah, block time on this is 1 hour 45 apparently. Oh, sorry, 1 hour 55. Okay. And let's see if the departing and arrival runways are going to match up. Interesting. Yeah. Departing Zurich, arriving in Copenhagen. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, guys, I would have done this stream yesterday, right? But my God, I can't remember what the reason was, what I did, if I did anything to cancel out all the details, but I had to re-enable all of the pertinent liveries that I wanted for the Airbus. And I wanted the ones that I fly, British Airways, EasyJet, Delta, United Airlines, Qantas, Emirates. There was no Cathay Pacific for that plane this size. But airlines that I would likely fly, Lufthansa, Swissair, Air France, all of those. And I just ticked all the ones I wanted. Obviously, can't put them all in. And you might get maybe, say, 7 liveries of United Airlines, and the only difference between them all may be just the tail number. Or it'll be that one of them is for the sharklet wings and one of them is for the other wings. I can't remember what the other wings are called. And then one of them might be for the CFM engines, and one of them might be for the IAE engines. So, you might have to put both in. And once I got the liveries in, which took a while, I was running out of disk space. I had to clear disk space. I had to uninstall a couple of games. I had to migrate one game to another drive. And it turned out at the end that all the liveries that I put in just for the Airbus totaled 88 gigabytes. 88. So after doing that for 2 hours, the stream was supposed to be around 7-ish. By the time I'd done everything to get it all working and set up, it was now 9:15, and I thought, I can't be bothered. So I think we just did a late Starfield stream instead. All right. So we're going to go into free flight. We know we have to now pick an Airbus A320. I mean, we're not limited to it. We can do a 321, but it is if we want to, you know, be authentic here. So we've got, I don't know, why has this come up? I'm searching for 320, so why is this even here? I don't understand the search function. Right, so we have Airbus A320 CFM engines with sharklet wings, which you can see are the ones that they just curve up at the top. And these are the WF wings, which have got a bit at the top and a bit at the bottom. CFM engines. Then we've got the same IA sharklet and WF wings, but for IAE engines. One of these planes, these are the four Airbuses. One of them has to have the Swissair livery. So let's look at sharklet CFM first. And let's configure that. So I thought I'd do it this way just for now, just to show you guys the whole setup. Oh, I don't know why, but I can't click this region. Like, no matter what the option says, whether it's configure or cancel, my mouse will not click in this region in this sim. I have to press F. I don't know. It's a Scooby-Doo mystery that I can't solve. No idea. Absolutely no idea. Right, why are you lagging? Come on. Right. Oh, God. Right, so do we have any Swissair? Oh, my God. What's this? Are you lagging? It would be nice to be able to just put in a little search here, wouldn't it? Okay, we don't have a Swissair there. I suppose I could go into, well, I could go into Fenix's livery manager and maybe put one in if I don't have it for this particular, but the problem with that is I'd have to reload the sim again. I don't know why the mouse isn't working down there. That is so bizarre. So maybe Swissair isn't running the CFM engines. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe not. I know I have Swissair for this plane. There we go. Hello. 2025 livery. There we go. Let's do this shake and vac. Well, they're save and back. And we know that we are also departing from Zurich. So LSZ Hacha. All right. It's going to be a bit darky. And let's start from a medium gate. Now, oh, I hate it when they're numbered like this. When they have like a letter and a number, because GSX never has an idea about this. Let's zoom in a little. See if we can find where we're supposed to be. So this is our gate down here. Where's the gate? All right, let's just start the flight from there. If we need to move, GSX can move us. I was hoping we'd have a little bit of daylight already. I mean, it's still daytime where I am. Okay, so Phoenix client is now loading to authenticate that I have the real plane and not a dodgy version. Of course I've got the real freaking thing. Right, starting Phoenix. Okay. Oh, and there's the airport. Oh, nice. Sweet. Do I want to allow public and private access to this app? Of course. Oh my God, Windows security, guys. Yes, allow Phoenix through. Okay, ready to fly. Oh, right, we're here. We're here. Now, what did we have? Well, we have... Yeah, tell me about it. We have IAE engines, and the wings are standards. So we're going to put that in and generate the SimBrief flight plan. These are not the sharklet wings. As you can see, they don't bend up at the end. They kind of just have that way. So now that we've got SimBrief flight generated, now we can launch Say Intentions, the ATC, and oh, how do I... Oh yeah, okay. I was going to say, how do I talk to ATC? But okay, yeah, it's still a button on my joystick. Oh, we need a update for it. Okay, it's installing an update. Let's do that. Hold on. But this is what happens when you don't run Flight Sim for a while. I've updated the air rack cycle as well. That needed doing. Oh, I've added it to my startup folder. Didn't want to do that. How's my frame rates? 60. Amazing. Amazing how AI graphic settings can give you 60 frames per second in this scenario with a 3080. That's ridiculous. But it does it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be flying at 36,000 feet. And the air time is going to be 1 hour, 33 minutes. Block time actually turns out to be 2 hours and 1 minute for some reason. That's changed a little. Not going to worry about that. 122 passengers is supposed to be the loadout. Fuel is going to be 7 tons. Baggage is going to be just under 2 tons. Okay. Estimated takeoff weight 62.4 tons. That's a heavy lot to get up into the air. Right. Launch Say Intentions. Yes, please. We need to have Brian and Laura with us. Right, this route has been sponsored by Preflightly. Oh, Preflightly, by the way, is a free app. It's absolutely free of charge on flightsim.to, I think. Or actually, no, I think it's preflightly.app is the website. So yeah, we can run through and do these clicky bits on here. I can't remember whether we have to do these now. You know, the pre-flight inspection. Why I'm not understanding why these are placed here though. Something's not right here. You can see my mouse, right? I don't know whether that's the correct mouse. Hold on. I'm pretty sure the mouse isn't supposed to be like that. I think that's my Windows mouse. Yeah, look, I can't click anything here. What's going on? There's supposed to be one of those dots here. Let's get on board. See if I can click anything. Okay. Well, that's a frickin' relief. Yeah, what's going on outside? Oh, no, I've got to do this. All right, I'm just going to have to... Can I jump out? What's going on? Oh, the door's not open. Ah, I can grab. Okay. See, the problem is when you say to go outside now, it doesn't. The Phoenix doesn't take you outside. You have to go outside via the door, and there's no stairs there. So, all right. The pre-flight thing, we'll just have to forget that. Let's hang my jacket up. So yeah, okay. So the mouse is fine. Let me make sure I've got all the screens that I need. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's get the plane powered up then. Lights, music, and action. We'll brighten this up a little just for now. Cruise supply, and we want that on. Alright, are we good? I think we're good. Right, no smoking signs and seatbelt signs. Then we want the nav on. Wing light we don't need. Strobe can go onto auto. I'm having to try and remember all of this because it's been a while. It's been a little while. Emergency exit signs, will arm those. And yeah, frame rates are struggling a little bit when we move camera. Right, do you excuse me, power, hello, thank you. British Airways, okay, I forgot about that app. I don't have one for Swiss Airways, so ignore that. It's a stolen pad. Lenny, yeah, I'm feeling all right, man. You know, it seems I had 7 hours sleep, which is unheard of. But that did involve waking up at 7 p.m. I know, right? Mental. So let's go into here. Load the flight planning. We've got 17 minutes before takeoff. That's not going to happen anytime soon. And let's go into the charts here. All right, sweetness. Here's our route: Zurich to Kastrup, Copenhagen. So let's have a look. The arrival airport is the arrival, not airport, runway. It's supposed to be 04 left. So it's this one, 04 left, ILS. So this will be our approach. So when we load everything up, the flight plan and everything, the glide slope intercept altitude should be 2000. The runway is 13 feet above sea level. That gives us a 213 decision altitude. This is fine. That's pretty low for a final altitude. That's low. But yeah, but then look how high the airport is off above sea level there. It's nothing. Okay, it's all cool. So let's go to, I'm not going to look at say intentions because it should match up. I can't see the interface on screen. Is it on? It is. Okay, so let's go to let's come out of here. Then we've got Zurich, so let's go to the departure, and the departure is using the Degi 5L, Degi 5F, no, Degi 5L are our departure. So what I'm interested in here, if it's on here, is the ATIS frequency. Does it show it here? Probably not. Alright, let's have a look and see if we've got airport info. Not briefing. There we go, this one. Is it this one? That'll do. Right, ATIS 129005. So if say intentions is working and it is correct, I should get ATIS by plugging this in. So let's have a look and see if we do. Look, 129005. No?
Response team active in the cargo area. Please be aware. Advise on initial contact you have information Charlie. Zurich Airport, information Charlie. 1920 Zulu. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 16. Wind calm.
Shit.
Cav OK. Temperature 15, dew point 6. QNH 1025. Transition level 80. Hosmet response team active in the cargo area, please be aware. Advise on initial contact you have information Charlie.
The runway's different.
Zurich Airport, information Charlie.
The runway's different.
1920 Zulu. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 16.
Departing runway 16, we've got 32.
Okay. Temperature 15.
Okay, we have to change it.
QNH 1025. Transition level 80. Hosmet response team active in the cargo area.
Transition level 80. I'm just going to put that in here for now. It's not the one that we're going to need, but I want to put it in there as a little notebook.
Zurich Airport, information Charlie. 1920 Zulu. Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 16. Wind calm.
QNH 1205.
Temperature 15, dew point 6. QNH 1025. Transition level 80. Hosmet response team active in the cargo.
Oh, this information's all wrong. This plane needs to be set up, guys.
Contact you have information Charlie. Zurich Airport, information Charlie.
The plane, look at the instruments.
1920 Zulu.
Okay.
Arriving runway 14. Departing runway 16. Wind calm. Cav OK. Temp.
Right, so what I'm going to have to do now is go to say intentions. I don't know whether I need to reload it because it's taken in my flight plan, but the flight plan has now changed. It's now runway 16 we're taking off on, and if it knows that and directs me to that, I shouldn't have to reload my flight plan, really. I do have to do it here because we are no longer taking off from runway 32. So where is the thing? Where's the route? So here's the route. 32. That has to change. So let's re-import. And let's check the route. 16. Okay, so information Charlie. So let's do that. Come on, say intentions, move your ass. Took me 5 clicks on the top of its window to move it. Wow. Right, okay, so we need to tune into the clearance frequency now. Let me do that quickly on the say intentions interface, it'll be faster. Okay, who we're talking to? Zurich clearance, this is Swiss 1278 with information Charlie requesting IFR clearance to Copenhagen. I don't want these instruments, they're old.
Swiss 1278, cleared to Copenhagen via the DJS 3 Sierra departure runway 16. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet. Departure on 125.955, squawk 3674.
Roger, cleared to Copenhagen via the G3S departure, runway 16, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, departure 125.955, squawking on 3674. Swiss 1278. Now then, you'll notice he said the initial altitude climb out is 5,000, so we're going to switch
Swiss
down to that.
1278, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.905.
Right, where the hell do we go to configure the plane? Hello? It can't be maintenance. It has to be config. Failures,
Ladies and
failures.
gentlemen, on behalf of Swiss International Airlines and the entire crew, I would like to extend a warm welcome aboard Swiss International Airlines Flight 1278.
There's nobody on board yet, woman.
Heading to Copenhagen. We kindly ask you to take your seats as indicated on your boarding passes, ensuring that your hand luggage is stowed either in
What the
overhead
frick?
bins or under the seat in front of you. Should you require any assistance during the flight, please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we wish you a pleasant journey.
Yeah, I'll bet you do, but where do I configure the plane? Help? I've got all my planes configured. Why? I don't want these instruments. It's not done on the EFB, I'm sure of it. It would make maintenance is like, it's none of that stuff. Right, we have the GPS running, that's fine. Config. Failures, failures. Controls. Is there another page? No. Where the hell do I set up the aircraft? I only really need, I mean, I'll handle the compass and this, but I don't really need these backup instruments. I mean, all right, you know, and we can, you know, where we can, I don't know. It's not here. All right, I guess we're just going to have to run the plane that we've been given. I do need to brighten up these backlights, though. I don't know if they're here. Nope. Right, we need to do this. Could be here. Right, these are for doing the eCams, which is these monitors here. We don't need those. We've got integrated for this panel down here. That makes that one brighter. We've got a little bit of flood lighting, which will light up those panels. How do you configure the instrumentation on here? In the EFB, Lenny? Is that right? Let's have a look. You might be right. Settings. Failures, pilot brief, charts. I mean, failures you can set up. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. Yes, standby instruments, ISIS, there we go. ACP, classic or modern? I don't know. There you go. Oh, we still have this guy, though. I mean, that's a backup. That's a backup in case this panel fails, which is alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with that. See, sometimes you have to reset these for every livery. Home cockpit mode. That's fine. No. Distance in feet. Yeah. So we're using imperial for distance and metric for weight. And pressure in hectopascals, which is correct for the entirety of Europe. Okay. Thank you, Lenny. Appreciate that, man. Oh boy. Right, let's go back here. In fact, next thing we're going to be on is ground services. Okay, sweetness. Yeah, this is better. We don't need the other stuff. It's old-fashioned. We have a compass for navigation, and we have an altimeter here and you can adjust the air pressure here as well, as you can see. These are just the backup instruments. We should set the air pressure here too. Alright. Right, TCAST standby, parking brake, seatbelts and no smoking, all good. Right, let's start boarding, shall we? Like, properly boarding. I got the stewardess reading out the ladies and gentlemen on behalf of Swissair, welcome. Yeah, there's nobody on board yet, so I guess that was my procedural error, or a button I've clicked on the top panel that's triggered her. Hello, GSX. Hello. Aren't you supposed to ask me which operator I would like for the boarding? Okay, I guess not. Is the door going to open? It has. The door has opened. Okay. So now we're going to start seeing people walk down the thing. I just want to be sure. Now, as for fuel, we could call the fuel truck over, and it should take it from the SimBrief thing, unless it's going to do that automatically. Now, as part of the boarding process as well, there should be the baggage handlers should be coming, so we should be seeing the cargo doors opening at some point. It's not really giving me any information as to what's going on, so I'm just going to carry on as if everything is normal. No.
Do you want to board crew?
Don't want to board the crew. Right, we should be seeing these doors open, and that tells us that the baggage people are coming to load the luggage and the passengers. And that would leave only the fuel. So we need 7 tons on board, and we currently have 3 tons. We can do it down here if we want to. I can set the fuel load here. Shall we? So the fuel load, according to SimBrief, is 6,932. I am not going to piss about with that, so we'll just go with 7,000, and that gives us 7 tons of fuel, and there's the new CG and all of that stuff. So cargo is not on board. Passengers, 122 of them, in total 154 kilograms. I just heard, okay, so they're coming. Take your sweet ass time, why don't you? Where's the baggage, people? Isn't that part of the procedure? Alright. Right, I'll carry on setting up the plane then. So, let's go to here. And here. Ah, you're waiting for me to open the cargo doors. I thought you did it automatically. I thought you did it automatically, but okay. I mean, it's fine that I do it.
This way, please.
10 of 13 passengers? Excuse? How many passengers? What now? Why has GSX not got the information out of SimBrief? 13 passengers. No. This is what we want. Don't worry. Okay, so we can put this in. Yeah, we'll set it up properly as we go. Okay, so we've got the nav accuracy upgrade. In other words, GPS is online, and the current AIRAC cycle is up to July, so we're fine on that. Okay. Come on, button. Okay, there we go. Right, flight number. Good question. SWR, Swiss Air, 1278. Not 2627 like normal. Cost index today is 40. I'm just reading off SimBrief. Cruising altitude today is 36,000, so 360. And let's import the wind information. Oh, you know what, Andy? Why do I keep forgetting? It's right next to me here. I have one of the... Is it plugged in? I need to plug in. Yes, sir. I've been flying Boeings so often that I forget that I have one of these. But I don't have one for the Boeing, so I keep forgetting. Let's just set up the WinWing thing. It's going to want an update. It's not going to get one. No, cancel the update. I'm sure you're still going to work fine. Alright, so what's going to come onto my screen now should be this. There we go. Alright, so let me clear that and that. So we've got the wind and now the flight plan. So we are going from here and departing runway 16 via the, I think it was the 5, wasn't it? No, it's 3, Dega 3S. And let's insert that. And then we'll be arriving at, hopefully, ILS runway 4 left via Mona 5A. And there's no transition. Sweet. No, it's not broken. It sits right next to me. No, it's not on my desk. It's just to the side. It sits right there all the time. It's just, I'm so used to the Boeing where I have to come to this, you know? But no. I have to keep remembering that I have this device here. They keep bringing out new ones. Have you seen the new stuff from WingWings now? Like they've got these radio panel. They've got all of this autopilot thing here. I mean, it's crazy the things that they have, man. Like you could put that, I could put one of these just underneath my monitor, which would be freaking crazy. And then they've got, I think they've got this, the flaps and the spoiler things, and the engine quadrant thing. It's mental. WingWings have got a lot of cool stuff, man. Right. I'm not going to run through the flight plan quite yet because, as you can see, there's gaps here. I'm not going to run through it yet. I want to put the performance detail in. So let's go to the second init page. And this is weird looking at this like this now. So what the hell am I doing here? I think this is supposed to go in on its own. Let's do this. Right, so we have all of this. Yeah, I don't think we put this in. I think it goes in from here. So what we're going to do is load aircraft properly this time with GSX, boarding and refueling. Now let's just do boarding. Load fuel instantly, yes please. So now it'll drop it from 7 down to the 6 thing. Yeah, you handle all of that. So now we should get the 122 passengers. It should come up on the top of the screen, I would think. Now send to MCDU and it should fill this screen in. There we go. Sweetness! Extra time. Okay, that's not too bad. So it's an extra hour of flying time if we don't make the airport. Sorry, an extra ton of fuel, which gives us a 31 minutes of flying time. Alright, it's all good. Performance. Again, this will all be put in automatically. We can do it manually, of course, but you set it all up here first, really. So let's go to departure performance. It's not British Airways, it's Swiss Air. But I don't have a Swiss Air background. I'll have to get one.
Passengers boarding started.
I could do one. If you guys waited a few minutes, I could get one. Right, so runway 16, anti-ice, no. Force toga packs will be automatically on. Let's load it from here. Let's sync the weather. Okay, I think that's still correct. The numbers are still valid. Optimal flap configuration. So in other words, are we going to need flaps 1 or 2? We don't know. So we're asking the calculator here to choose the optimal setting for where we are. So it'll choose which flaps we go on. Force toga, no. We do not need full thrust to take off. The amount of thrust needed depends on the weight of the plane and the length of the runway and blah 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 blah. So it'll derate the plane down to maybe, I don't know, 93%, whatever. We're not going to force toga. And that's all done with these flex to temp and engine out figures. Right, anti-ice off. Yes, it's over 10 degrees. We don't need the anti-ice on. So calculate. Right, so flaps 1, the pitch is going to be down by 0.3, 63 temp, and engine out at 2390 and 2390 there and 2890 there. Send all of that to the MCDU. I love how all these numbers are the same. Your V1, your V rotate, and your V2 are all the same. Is that normal? Like, is that normal? Like everything is... Your V1 and your rotate speed are the same. Okay, but the V2 as well? Alright, so let's add 5 to that and we get 152. So this is going to be our speed that we're going to measure in here. It is going to be managed by the plane, but I want it put in here anyway. Just give the plane a little bit more. Okay, now the other thing is the heading. Elliot, hi, good afternoon, so welcome to the stream. Sorry, what was that again? I've lost it. Heading, yes, heading, okay. So, for that we need the charts. And this is Zurich. And we're taking off runway 16. Which is here, and as you can see the heading for that out is 152. Don't know why I did it in that voice. Again, this is automated by the plane, but Well, I want to set it in the background manually anyway, so if I pull the switch,
Low.
it's going to be there.
Evening.
Why is there no other traffic here? There's a plane going to Portugal. Edelweiss, but there's no other. I'm not hearing any other traffic. I think that's because my plane's been. It does this thing, say intentions, which I'm not a big fan of. This chatter paused, AI chatter paused due to aircraft not moving.
Yeah, lang.
Is there a way to get rid of that so that we can have the chatter on regardless? Because I kind of like the fact I want to hear the radios in the background, you know, regardless of everything. But okay, I suppose it keeps things quiet, because if we've got massive chatter going on while I'm setting the plane up, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, so now we can go back to the flight plan. Everything's filled in. All purples. Nice, that means the plane's happy. So let's run through the plan and just make sure we are all connected. Ha 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 ha. Yes, like we're going to be connected. What is going on here then? Is this not finalized? Why is this a dotted line? Hello?
Danke bitte.
What?
Hier entlang.
Okay.
Guten Abend.
Run. Okay. What the hell? Run through this for me. This should not be dotted.
Low.
It looks okay, but it's almost as if the Alright, so this is fine that it runs on, but we're going to go from here to here. I'm going to have to navigate the plane to that myself. That's okay. I don't mind to do that. And then we're coming in. So the flight plan breaks here. When what we should do is connect these two together and have the plane come round. But what I'm going to do is let the plane run on a little bit, and then I'll bring it round. Why isn't the flight plan finalized? What is going on here, please? Is this because it's in plan mode? Because it doesn't look like it, does it?
No.
What the frick? We're flying from Zurich in Switzerland to Copenhagen in Denmark. And I have a little issue here. Flight plan. Okay, let me do this here. Departure. Runway 16.
No.
G3. It's almost like the flight plan isn't.
Danke bitte.
I don't know. It's almost like it hasn't been confirmed.
No.
Anyone know why this is happening? It's not. It's supposed to be. It's not. It's supposed to be a solid line.
Low.
What the frick?
No.
Anyway, he told us the squawk code about 6 years ago. Now let's go put that in. So the squawk was 3674. We can leave it on standby, that's fine. Stick this onto TARA. Or we can put it on auto.
Bitte hier entlang.
So TA only. Really? For now? You sure? We want it on TARA before we go to take off though. Yeah, and I'll forget because it's not my normal procedure, so I'll do this.
Low.
So I'm assuming that the baggage people have pissed off. Traffic. See, that's why you don't put it on the ground. All right. I am a little bit concerned. Are you done with the baggage? You must be. Yeah. I'm a little bit concerned about the flight plan.
Darf ich Ihren Bordpass sehen?
I can't do this. That would be. It would be wrong to do this. No.
Low.
This is the kind of thing you get when you're plotting a manual
Hier entlang.
route between 2 points, and it's before you confirm it. I just don't understand why it's doing that. Okay, let's have the constraints on. Is it this? There you go. It was a frickin' heading. Thank you. The heading was set manual, so the plane didn't know it was going to be flying out in that direction. Well, we've set it back to auto. Jesus hell. Okay. We can carry on. We're just waiting for the passengers now. I'm all ready. In fact, I say I'm all ready. Well, not really. Let's get everything set back up here now. Fuel pumps on. How are we going with the passengers anyway? I haven't been taking note. Let's get the APU fired. Can we turn this up a little? Yeah. Once we're in flight, we don't need it up that high, but to be fair, we won't be looking up at this panel too often. Right, so the bum should be getting hot now. Here she comes. Just a walking down the street. All right. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Right, we should be tuned into ground now, 121905, which is where we are, right? Nope. 121905. And this is what we do to request push and start, but I'm not ready yet. Is everybody on? I'm just wondering, I can't remember whether GSX automatically retracts the jetway and closes the doors. I'm assuming everyone's on board here. Yep. Right, so let's get the jetway pushed back. The door is actually closed anyway. Oh, aircraft loaded. There you go. Right, chocks and cones removed. And GPU we can take off. We don't need, unlike the Boeing where you tell the plane, hey, switch from ground power to APU, you don't need to do that here. The to APU. The APU is now available. So if we take off the ground power, it should switch over automatically. And it does. A little bit of a jump there. Yep, we lost this. Come on. Oh, not again. Yeah, it didn't switch over then. Okay, never mind. It didn't do it neatly. I don't think you need to set the heading on the Airbus. I think it just knows. But I want it in the background anyway, just for my own purposes. Right, fuel is correct, loadout's correct, APU available, company message. Let's go get the company message. Oh, it's so much easier to just turn the key in a car and just drive away, isn't it? Okay, we are complying. It's happy. And we're ready. Am I ready though? That's the question. Right, I've had to put my MCDU down to the side of me because I now need the throttle. So I may have to use this with the mouse. Alright, here we go. Zurich ground, this is Swiss 1278 requesting push and start. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing stuff up here? I don't think I am though.
1278, push and start approved, face west.
Roger, will face west, Swiss 1278. Do we need the light on anymore? We can keep it on while we're taxiing, I guess. So, taxi lights, we can put those on in a minute. I think we're okay. I've got Boeing-itis here. Thinking of so many things, but there's less to do up here on the Airbus than there is on the Boeing. The Airbus is easier to set up. Passengers are all on, yeah. I think we can, yeah, they're all there. See ya. Now, where's the tug? And how do we get rid of those stairs? Those stairs shouldn't be there. Come on, GSX. It decides when it wants to give you a menu. When it says stairs operating, it means leave. Don't come to the plane. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't stand there if I were you. Alright, sweet. Now what's happening with the pushback? Do we need to do it manually? Yeah. Okay, do it manually. It's waiting for the stairs. Okay, that makes sense.
Hello, Captain.
Yeah, it's going to be a night flight, guys. But hey, we might see some of the Swiss Alps, I don't know. There we go. Don't stare at me. Sorry, bad joke. I will take steps to improve.
Completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Bypass being inserted. Right, we don't have any arrival information except for what I looked at last time, the 2,000 feet and 213 DA decision altitude. To be honest, on this plane I don't need any other information. The ILS frequency and the inbound course will all be set by the plane anyway. Airbus is pretty clever. It's a clever plane. I would feel safer in an Airbus than a Boeing, I think. Yeah. I mean, all the planes have got like backup systems and stuff like this, right? But the Airbus is a very clever thing. Right, so we need to face west, we were told. So to do that, we have to go nose left. So we'll go nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Release parking brakes. Done.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Start at wheel. Okay, start at wheel. We can start the engines up now. Alright, let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend a warm welcome aboard Swiss International Airlines Flight 1278.
Oh, I know you would.
Zurich and heading to Copenhagen. Our estimated flight time is approximately 90 minutes. We kindly ask you to pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for our frequent flyers. Please fasten your seatbelts, ensuring they are securely fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
God damn, this sim is so good.
And ensure window blinds are open for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and laptops should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of
Passport.
anywhere on board, including the lavatory. Oxygen mask
85 Delta taxi to parking.
Pull the mask first.
Swiss 85 Delta, taxi to parking via Hotel 1, Hotel Juliet. Hold short of runway.
And what's cool as well is Beyond ATC have now got,
Hotel 1, Hotel Juliet.
they're using Navigraph,
Delta.
through the Navigraph system, they're using flight radar to import the traffic, you know, the other planes. Now, say Intentions puts traffic in based on historical data, but the way Beyond ATC is doing it with Navigraph and flight radar,
Thank you for your attention.
it's putting the planes on the airport, on the ground like this, in near real time. So if there's a Swiss Air here in the sim, it's probably there at the same time in the real world. That's mental. Alright, let's get the other engine up. Are we good here? Aye. Nose wheel steering disconnected. Yes, yes, yes. That is to... Hello? That is to attach the tug. Right, what else we got? Predicted wind shear off. I've just put it on. I've literally just put it on. Alright, second engine coming out. Why is predicted wind shear off still on the screen? Oh, did I not go to the right place? There we go. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. That switch is going crazy. It's having a life of its own here. Right, what else we got on screen? Seatbelts, no smoking, APU bleed. Right, okay, the second engine is on, so we don't need APU anymore.
Ground killing 47 Golf, taxi to the ramp.
KLM 47 Golf, taxi.
Taxi light on.
Hotel Juliet, hold short of runway 28.
I should have put the beacon light on before starting the engines. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
KLM 47 Golf.
Right, so the APU at the back here will take time to spin down and stop. It's not immediate, so we're still seeing that, which is fine. We've got the taxi light on, blinding the people. I probably shouldn't have put that on until I gave them a confirmed good engine start. Why is it saying interrupt pushback? Oh, parking brakes.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
There we go.
Request pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
Swiss 282 pushback approved. No conflicting traffic. Pushback approved. Swiss 282.
We have 2 good engines, baby. Right, next thing to do then, we are, oops, above, below the ground there. We are flaps 1. We're not going to be able to see much from here, I don't think. Is that the only cameras I have set up? So flaps 1, going in.
Unlocking gear.
Hey Brian, you there with me today?
Yes, Rusty, I'm here with you today. Let's get this flight underway.
Oh, he's such a pushy little git.
Bypass pin
I'm gonna have to change him. I want somebody who's a bit more,
Left is clear.
you know,
Right is clear.
a bit more sociable. This guy's he's way too professional. I mean, you have to be on a flight, obviously, but he's like, yeah, enough small talk. Let's just get the flight underway. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, where we're going? Zurich ground, Swiss 1278 requesting taxi to runway 16. Right, let's turn down the floodlights a little bit.
Swiss 1278, runway
No,
16.
too much.
Taxi via November Echo, hold short of runway 10.
I love that voice. Roger, taxi to runway 16 via November Echo, holding short of runway 10. Swiss 1278. It's weird having a different call sign.
Swiss 72 Lima, taxi to parking via Hotel 1 Hotel Juliet, hold short of runway 28.
Hotel 1, Hotel Juliet, hold short of runway 28, Swiss 72 Lima. Bravo Charlie Golf Golf ready to taxi.
Right, we have a little checklist we need to run here, but we'll do that later.
Taxi via Golf Zulu Bravo Echo 5 Echo Echo 2.
Runway 16 taxi via Golf Zulu Bravo Echo 5 Echo Echo 2 Hotel Bravo Charlie Golf Golf.
Now, remember on landing, this plane has got a habit of floating.
Taxi via Mike Echo, hold short of runway 10.
So I have to be a bit more assertive with this, and
Echo hold short of runway 10 Swiss 138.
and also what I've got to do is not flare the plane too much, because that's kind of the problem. If you flare the plane too much, it's just going to float.
Runway 16 taxi.
And with the new version 2 of this Airbus,
Echo Echo 2 Swiss 28.
it is very floaty. You really have to be careful.
Give way to the Embraer 295 approaching from your 1 o'clock.
I am giving way.
Swiss 1278, continue taxi.
It actually asked me to give way to the Embraer 290. I am. He's just not moving. There you go. Was that a little flash for me? You can go. Come on. Embraer, move. It's asking me to continue taxi, but there's a plane. I'll have to go through you if you don't move. I don't have all day. You're burning my fuel up here, boy. Yeah, I could avoid him. There we go. The steering on this is very nice. It's not overly sensitive. It seems to be very nice and progressive.
Swiss 72 Lima, cross runway 28.
Am I going the right way? Whoa, 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 stop.
Hotel Bravo, Charlie Golf, cross runway 28.
It appears I took a wrong turn.
Runway 28, Hotel Bravo, Charlie Golf, Golf.
906 Bravo, boarding complete, request pushback. Swiss 906 Bravo, pushback approved.
Can I just say
Bravo.
that where it wants me to go doesn't look like it's matching to the map I'm seeing. Where's the frickin' taxiway here? Oh, okay, we picked it up. Is this it? There it is. Jesus, it looked like it wasn't matching for a minute there. The problem here is that the map, as I'm moving down the taxiways, the map of the airport on stay intentions
Swiss 1278,
isn't really updating in real time. It's kind of jittery.
runway 16.
Right, are we allowed to continue? Because I'm holding short here. Oh yeah. Yep.
Romeo, taxi to the ramp.
Roger, crossing runway 10, then continuing via Echo 2, holding short of runway 16, Swiss 1278.
Aiga 3 Papa Romeo, taxi to parking via Hotel 1, Hotel Delta.
Hotel 1, Hotel Delta, Aiga 3 Papa Romeo.
Here's the runway we're on. Right, before we take off, we'll get Brian to handle the comms, because I don't want to be interrupted. And so that's how it is. Co-pilot handles the comms while the pilot handles the plane. We're going way too quick here.
Bravo, ready to taxi.
Swiss 906 Bravo, runway 16, taxi via Juliet Alpha Echo, hold short of runway 10.
It's quite dark out here, isn't it?
Taxi via Juliet Alpha Echo, hold short of runway 10, Swiss 906 Bravo.
There's a plane in front of us. It's an Airbus, I think. Airbus A321, from what I can gather. Nope, it might not be. I think it's an Airbus 340. I don't know, but we better park the brakes on.
Ground Iberia 06 Charlie, Charlie, taxi to the gate.
Okay, we'll be turning off here. I'm guessing this plane in front of us is going to as well. It's a big bugger.
Swiss 1278, you're number 2, follow the A340 ahead. Swiss 138, cross runway 10. Swiss 1278, traffic no longer a factor, continue taxi.
Okay, we're turning where it's turning. That's Swissair as well.
Swiss 1278, contact tower on 118.1. Safe flight.
I'm going to handle this now. Roger, we'll contact tower on 118.1. Thank you very much. Swiss 1278. Okay, I'll do that from here while we're waiting for that plane to go. Okay, we're on tower. This is where we get to request the departure.
Short of runway 34, Swiss 72 Lima.
Swiss 919 Foxtrot, contact ground on 121.905.
121.905 for ground, Swiss 9019 Foxtrot.
Edelweiss 121 Quebec, winds calm, runway 14, clear to land.
All right.
14, Edelweiss 121 Quebec.
Nobody behind me, so no pressure. So, spoilers armed. Takeoff config. Let's just test that. You happy? It's happy. Right, the other thing I wanted to do was increase this. And is that it? Why do I get the feeling there was something else I wanted to do here? Oh yeah. Let's do the taxi lights onto takeoff position. And the runway turn-up lights, which we should have done earlier. And the landing lights we can set on now. Okay, let's go. Zurich Tower, Swissair 1278, requesting takeoff on runway 16.
Swiss 1278, runway 16, winds 270 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, cleared for takeoff, runway 16, Swiss 1278. Brian, can you handle the comms from here, please?
I'll handle the comms from here, Rusty.
That saves me doing it.
Swiss 4 Victor Golf, winds calm, cleared to land, runway 14.
14 cleared to land, Swiss 4 Victor Golf.
Edelweiss 223 X-ray, contact ground on 121.905.
121.905 for ground, Edelweiss 223.
That's another thing with the steering being slow. It's very slow to respond back. Now we have terrain, guys, but it's not going to rain. Look at this. We will be escaping that, but Jesus. All right, you know what? I want to turn this down just a little. Well, this is going to be fun. I think everything's sorted. I'm happy.
19 Foxtrot, hold short of runway 28.
Hold short of 28, Swiss 919 Foxtrot.
Come on, engines. Positive rate and gear up.
2.955, Swiss 1278.
I'm going to manually fly just this
Departure, Swiss
corner.
1278. Good evening, climbing through 2000.
Swiss 1278, Zurich final departure identified. Climb flight level 100.
Is that us? We're cleared up to 100? Oh, God, come on.
Climbing flight level 100, Swiss 1278.
Swiss 1278, climb flight level 230.
Now
Flight
230.
level 230, Swiss 1278.
Departure, Hotel Bravo Charlie Golf Golf 2000 for 4000.
Hotel Bravo Charlie Golf Golf, Alps radar Zurich Center, radar contact, maintain VFR, squawk continues.
Let's go outside here and check out the airport.
Bravo Charlie Golf Golf.
Hello, Zurich, and all your lights. I mean, it felt like a tighter turn, if I'm honest. There's another. Why not? No, there aren't. I can't see any other runways, but there are. I just can't see them. But yeah, there you go. Okay, we've been cleared up to 23,000, so up we're going. Right, transition altitude is at 8,000, so that's what we were told. Or was it 5? It's already wanting me to change the air pressure to standard, so we'll do that on both. And we'll do it on the standby instruments as well. Now, how are we changing it on here? Do I have to do the manual number? I know it's 2992, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what the standard is in hectopascals.
Hotel Bravo Charlie Golf Golf, contact Swiss radar on 132.815.
Hotel Charlie Golf Golf. Right, let's get these lights off.
15, Hotel Bravo Charlie Golf Golf, see ya.
Where's the light switch?
Roger, Swiss 138 2000 for
There.
Swiss 1278, climb flight level 290.
Climbing flight level 290, Swiss 1278.
Okay, increase.
We are pleased to inform you that the
290.
use of approved electronic
138,
295.
Zurich Center, radar contact.
Our cabin service
Climb and
navigation.
maintain 12-1
Thank you for your
2000.
attention and enjoy the flight with Swiss International Airlines.
Swiss 138.
I'm just going to lower the volume, just make sure, guys, you don't get echo too much. Alright, sit back and enjoy the flight, guys. I have no idea where we are. There we go. Alrighty. The night lighting, they improved this in a sim update a little bit further back. And what a difference it made. It's just hugely better. Right, altitude.
Specific points of interest found. Let's talk about the closest airport. Lamas Airfield, LSCT. This charming little airfield is a favorite among glider pilots and aviation enthusiasts in Switzerland. It was established in the mid-20th century and is known for its grass runway, which gives every landing a bit of a vintage feel. Just don't expect any red carpets. The airfield is often used for flight training and gliding competitions, and it's surrounded by picturesque Swiss countryside. If you ever wanted to see a flock of gliders taking off like a flock of birds, this is the place.
Swiss 1278, climb flight level 330.
Climbing flight level 330, Swiss 1278.
There must be still a little bit of an echo, right? But if I turn it down any more, I'm not going to hear it myself. I know Brian's handling the comms, but I don't trust him.
Swiss 1278, contact Swiss radar on 133.05.
Contacting Swiss radar on 133.05.
Go on, punch it in. He has. He's punched it in.
Swiss radar, Swiss 1278. Good evening. Climbing through flight level 170 for flight level 330.
I think we should have reset this before the flight, but it's okay. It's handling it on its own. Oh my god, it's bright in here. Can we not turn... This is not how you fly a night flight. The lights aren't supposed to be that bright. Isn't it? I thought it would handle it automatically. It does in the PMDG Boeings.
Swiss 1278, contact Alps radar Zurich Center on 119.225, 0.
Contacting Alps radar Zurich Center on 119.225, Swiss 1278.
There you go, 25. Is that better?
1278. Good evening, climbing through flight level 190.
Thank you. No passengers because just too many polygons to render. But yeah, that's better. I thought it would do it automatically, to be honest, but...
Zurich Center, identified. Good evening.
Oh, guten Tag. Mein bitte. We can remove the cabin altogether if we want to increase frame rate a little, but meh. Right, so here's the route that we've done this much. And the arrival weather. Nice, looking good. 6 knots, great visibility, 14 degrees, 1017 air pressure.
Flight level 360, Swiss 1278.
Looks fine. Looks absolutely fine. I is happy with that. I is. Okay, you can go now. Can't believe this. I don't have it running, so you're gonna have to go away. Okay, there goes the toolbar. Right, so now we're in the air. We can get this up to perhaps 80. There's top of climb. We have been cleared. I didn't get the radio thing, but we have been cleared to 36. So that's it. We're now going to cruise for the next hour and 20. Temperatures in the cabin are perfect.
Swiss radar Dolomiti 2 Victor X-ray, flight level 230. Dolomiti 2 Victor X-ray, Swiss radar, roger.
We've gone through 1.2 tons of fuel already. We're we're going to be going through two tons of fuel per hour. And if it's an hour and a half, yeah, we've got enough fuel then. But I think the higher we go, the more this is going to go down, because we don't need as much fuel, because there's less air up there. We don't need as much fuel to maintain the speed. It is dropping. Yeah. This one's a little bit in front. So yeah, we don't need as much fuel because there's less air.
1278. Good evening, flight level 270 for flight level 360.
Fuel efficiency. The higher you fly, the more fuel efficient you are. Right, British Airways. I wonder if we can change this. I wonder if it will refresh without me coming out of the sim. So let me see if I can get something. So Swiss Air EFB backdrop. Okay, I don't know whether it has to be a particular ratio or a particular size. Now I've got to figure out where the hell to save it, and the program that changes it. Where are you? I can't remember the name of the program. I know where it should be. Let's have a look out here. What's it called? It's a tool that came from flightsim.to. Where the hell are you and why can't I never find you? I had this trouble last time. I think it's just because it's probably called something that you wouldn't expect. It's not like called EFB background adjuster or something like this. Something obvious. Well, what the hell? I'll have a look. I'll keep looking. Maybe the icon's moved somewhere. I usually have all my flight sim icons on my right hand desktop, so they should all be together. Well, hell, damn and blast. Alright, let's save the image so I've got it. It's saving it as a WebP, but I don't know if it'll accept that. I think it has to be a JPEG. I have to go to flightsim.to now to see if I can find the name of this frickin' thing. British Airways background. It doesn't say what. Normally when somebody does a livery for one, it would say, you know, it's for this program. You know what I mean? Like if it's called EFB background changer, then it will say British Airways livery for EFB background changer. And this is why I'm trying to find what the app is called. they do have EFB wallpapers as a section.
Langenradar, Easy 58 Delta Kilo, flight level 330.
Yes, people need to name their programs. There it is. US, it's called Universal EFB Background. I mean, really. Okay, so now we need to go to the folder where they're stored, which is and we want EFB wallpaper. Now what we need to do is set up the 3-digit code for Swissair and call that as a, that'll be the name of the folder. So Swissair iCow, and it's SWR, so I need a folder called SWR. And in there we can put the image. Nope. Okay, it's opened about 16 windows now, so thank you very much for doing that. I'm also going to have to make sure that it needs JPEG and not WebP. I don't know if it will accept.
Langenradar, contract for Uniform Echo,
yeah.
flight level 23.
The other one's a JPEG, so we're going to go with that.
Contract for Uniform Echo, Langenradar.
So let's load up the image, right click, save as, JPEG. Now, the question is, alright, I've got it set up as well as I can. But I ain't getting jack here. So let's maybe run it again, see if it picks it up. Oh my god, there we go. Ta-da! That's the only one I could find. It doesn't make the writing look any good, but there you go. We need a darker one, I think, so that it shows the writing a bit better. But yeah, it's cool. All right. So every time we run a Swissair flight in an Airbus now, it will run that.
Dear guests, we are pleased to inform you that the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage.
Oh, food!
We invite you to enjoy
What can I have? What can I have?
And a selection of fine wines from our menu.
Oh, Swiss chocolate! Look at that. They're even, because we're on a Swiss flight, she's even telling us that they have Swiss chocolate on board.
Hope you enjoy your refreshments.
That's kind of smart. Should I order a Swiss roll?
Swiss 1278. I have an amended clearance. Advice ready to copy.
Hey Laura, could I get a steak pie with mash, followed by a Swiss chocolate and some sparkling water?
Understood, Captain. We'll bring the steak pie with mash, Swiss chocolate, and sparkling water to the flight deck now.
Swiss 1278.
Awesome! I'm gonna get fed.
Charlie arrival. Expect the RLM approach for runway 22 left.
Okay, so we're at 36,000, so we know the final intercept altitude is 2,000, right? So let's confirm that down here. There she is, 2000. There's a discontinuity there, but that's not an issue. We'll deal with that when we get to it.
Lona 5, Charlie arrival. Expect RNAV approach for runway 22 left. Swiss
now, it's probably going to guide me down, but still. I want to set this to 2000. The plane will not go down. Don't worry, it won't drop. And when we get a bit closer, we can set the other details that we need, decision altitude and all that stuff. Alright, let's take a look out. Flyby mode. It's not jerky like the high definition Phoenix is, like the high definition BMDG Boeings are.
Langen radar, contract for Uniform Echo, flight level 250.
Contract for Uniform Echo, Langen radar, roger.
Oops, that was a good... No, I don't want the flyby. Cinematic. Should we... Is that what's supposed to be lit up a little bit more, the tail? I mean, the nav logo's on. Number 2 isn't like a second stage. It's just... It shouldn't be anyway. It should be the same. Yeah, it is. Oh! Come on.
Captain, your steak pie with mashed Swiss chocolate and sparkling water will be delivered shortly.
Oh, hurry up!
It will be a delightful treat during our flight.
Yeah, you bet.
Dear guests,
my mouth's watering already.
Begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our signature Swiss chocolate and a selection of fine wines from our menu.
Fine wines?
Selected items from the Swiss International Airlines shop will be available.
Is this what Swiss Air offer? Fine wines? Yeah, cheap ones from the supermarket, I guess. A selection of fine wines and Swiss chocolate. Sounds gorgeous, doesn't it? Swiss and Belgian chocolate, man. Oh, just the best. The worst probably has to be Cadbury's, right? It tastes nice, but ingredients wise, it's the worst chocolate. Tesco's normal chocolate is better. Tesco's own is got more cocoa in it. Cadbury's is all palm oil and crap. But it does taste nice, but it's just shite. Anyway, do we have a midway point showing up on here? Yep, there it is. So this is the midpoint of the flight. So after here, you probably wouldn't turn back to your airport. You would probably carry on, because it's closer to get to Copenhagen than it is to go back to Zurich. This will be top of descent, but that is not for... I mean, this outer ring is 320 miles away, so it's about 300 miles we'll be doing top of descent. Nice. Little compass going on there, I like it. This is not accurate. 11,000. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. 36,000. Oh, meters. Meters. Oh. Meters. It's showing it in meters. Well, I'm not used to that. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Let's just have a check on the old passengers. Hello, this is your captain speaking. If any of you see Laura, can you ask her where my steak pie is, please? Yep. Cheers. Steak pie and mash. How very British. Oh, we have a company message. That'll be the flight ops. So what's it called? Swiss ops? Swiss ops? Something like this, probably. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, SWR ops, of course. SWR. I have no idea what all that means, but sure.
Good evening, Captain Rusty Dog. Would you like anything to drink or a small snack?
I can't believe she called me out like that. Yes, I've already placed an order.
Understood, Captain. I will check on your order now.
Captain Rusty Dog, I love it. I tell you what, when you're in the cockpit like this at night time, it literally looks like you're not moving at all. We were doing about 500 miles an hour here, and it looks like we're just still. The only thing that gives it away is this camera view here.
Langen radar, Easy 39er, Tango Alpha, flight level 370.
Easy 39er, Tango Alpha, Langen radar, roger.
Langen radar. Langen radar. Yeah, I was hoping to get a little bit of daylight before the takeoff, but I guess I just started the stream a bit too late. What's going on with this thing? I can't make the range any higher, but I'm not going to concern myself with this line. We are all good here. It's just nailing the landing in this bloody Airbus. Do not flare. You want the plane to be kind of almost looking like it's level. As the rear wheels touch down, you don't want the nose to be pitched too high. It almost has to be level. And then it should just plonk itself down, really. Okay, well, we can see a little bit out there. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? I mean, what, do you have the beacon light on while you're in cruise? Because that must be annoying for the passengers. I know that the beacon light, you know, it has to stay on. So if you're a passenger and you happen to be in this seat, then you put the blind down. That flashing light, it has to be on until the engines shut down. For the whole time the engines are powered up, it has to be on. So she's taken some time checking on my order. Did you order any food? I love the way he just looked at me when I asked him.
No, I didn't order any food, Rusty. Let's focus on the flight.
See what I mean? It's too much. Lighten up a bit, Brian. We are focusing on the flight. Casual conversation, alright?
Sure thing, Rusty. Casual conversation is fine. Let's keep things smooth up here.
He's a bit uptight, isn't he? He's panicking. Chill out, man. Unloosen the sphincter. Right, let's get a quick weather update. So, arrival airport. It used to be 1019, 1017 now. Okay, let's just hit the refresh a minute. Okay, if you want to know if this is correct, in the chat you can do exclamation mark META and then type in this code EKCH, and it should bring you something similar to this if it still works. Should I try it?
Info, Ryanair 33 Juliet Alpha, flight level 370.
Ryanair 33 Juliet Alpha, Langen Info, Roger.
So yeah, I think it's exclamation mark META and then it's EKCH. The hell is that little symbol with the A? I don't know what that is. There you go. Does it match? Winds 112. Sorry, no, winds 230 at 4 knots. Yeah. The time on 11:20 50 seconds. Yeah. 999 1017. That's the important part. Yeah, it's exactly the same. And you can do that for any airport you want on my channel. Even if I'm doing Elite Dangerous, you can find out the META.
Contact Langen Radar on 125.405. Contacting Langen Radar on 125.405, Swiss 1278.
I've never been asked to reduce range before. We have traffic.
Langen Radar.
Is it above or below us?
Good evening.
Above us by 10 feet? That can't be 10 feet. No, it's not. There she goes. That has to be 1,000 feet, surely. I've never been asked to reduce range. Cheeky bastard. I can have it on whatever I want. Actually, 80, I'm comfortable with 80 when I'm flying. Just means that this outer ring is 80 miles. So you've got 60, 40, 20, and then us. Right, so now that we know that the QNH at the moment is 1017, it might change. We can go to here. And let's zoom out and see where we have to go to. So we are flying through Germany right now, because it's ED. ED is Germany. Yep, we're flying over Germany now. And then over into Denmark there. Where, surprisingly, it's only a degree or two colder. Don't think I've done this trip before. I want to start doing trips like around in the Asia area, so perhaps Japan, China, Vietnam, and also India as well. Yeah. Yeah, I want to start doing that, and maybe some South American ones as well, some Brazilian flights or whatever, just to see the scenery. But we'd have to do that in the daytime because we're not seeing much scenery out here. I wanted the flight to be nighttime for the landing, you know, halfway through, let's say, half day, half night. We got a little bit late for that though, but yeah, it happens. And now that I know the flight, because on the thumbnail it just says question mark, because obviously I didn't know where we were going. But now I know the flight, I'll update the thumbnail and everything, and the stream title. Yeah, it is very dark, but it's so cool looking. We've got the clouds you can just see here. We've got the city lights down below. It just looks so freaking good. And every 15 seconds this cinematic view changes to a different one. I want to get a decent screenshot to change the yeah, I wanted to get a decent screenshot to change the thumbnail, but we'll have to wait till we're on the ground, I think. So yeah, this Preflightly program, it seems like a decent way to pick a route, a real world route with a real world call sign. I mean, this Swissair 1278, this is a real, as far as I'm aware, this is a real world flight call sign. And as from what I can gather, if Preflightly is what it says it is, then what's happening is we're running a real world flight. So there was actually a Swissair 1278 that flew from Zurich to Copenhagen. So this is an actual flight that took place in an Airbus A320.
Flight level 190.
So we are replicating real world, which is, it's cool to know that, rather than me just pick a random, you know, let's go with United Airlines from Albuquerque to Philadelphia, you know. It's like, no, this is a real world flight that this airline actually did in this plane. So yeah, it's nice. Like I say, there's other ways of planning your flight with third-party apps. I've done it with Flight Radar. There's one called Airport Finder, which is a little bit clumsy to use, but in terms of an intuitive interface, Preflightly is good. I haven't got it managing my scenery, but I don't really want it to. But yeah, it's free. I think the website address is preflightly.app, and it's a free download. No tricks, no try for 7 days, none of that. It's absolutely scot-free. Laura, I'm getting very hungry.
Understood, Captain. I will check on your order now.
Yes, it's steak pie and mash with some Swiss chocolates and a sparkling water. Peach flavour.
Understood, Captain. We'll bring the steak pie with mash, Swiss chocolate and sparkling water to the flight deck now.
Yeah, you said that before. Wouldn't it be cool if the door opened and she came in, though? But how does it work in airlines now, right? Because once once you lock this door, that's it. So how does the stewardess bring the captain a meal? Because, you know, new regulations since 9/11 and everything, this door has to remain locked. I haven't actually locked it. No, that unlocks it. I can't do it the other way. There we go. And I don't know if the video works, does it? I don't think so. And where would it come up? We do have it on on another plane. I don't know if it's the PMDG, but it just shows a static image of the galley. This doesn't show anything. There's no video here. Right. It will come up on here at some point and say enter destination data, but I'm quite happy to get this in now. So we're going to go into performance. Now it's in the cruise phase, so we want to go to the next one. And the next one. Here we go. Right, so as far as we know on the approach, the QNH. Let me get my thingy. So the QNH at the moment is 1017. Temperature, according to the METAR, is 11 degrees. That's going to go down as time goes on. The precision altitude is 213. That goes in the barrow here. And we're going to set a flaps 3 landing. What's going on here? Yeah, that's it. That's correct. So, landing config.
Captain, your meal is being prepared and will be delivered shortly. I trust it will be a satisfying treat during our flight.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Make sure it's hot. So, conf 3, flaps 3 landing.
Understood, Captain. I will ensure your meal is served hot.
So let's just tell the plane we'll be doing a flaps 3. Put that on. Temperatures are dropping. If it drops under 10, we'll have to monitor for ice. I mean, it should be okay, but up here, who knows? It's minus 50 up here. But ice won't form up here, I don't think. It's not the right conditions for it. So, top of descent. I mean, we're not even halfway yet. And even though we've put the descent information in already, it's still going to ask us to do it later. So, the VAP is 140. I'm going to have to come in as we get on the descent. As we start descending, I'm going to have to come in and update these numbers. Pretty sure of that. Okay, let's press the button physically then. There's top of descent. Whoa. Okay, so from Berksow to top of descent is 186 miles. Yeah, so it's a fair way yet. And we are tilting. Hey Laura, can you tell the passengers what we're flying over right now and a bit about the area, if you know? Like they care.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently cruising over the beautiful landscapes of northern Germany. You may notice the vast fields and charming villages below, showcasing the rich agricultural heritage of the region. We hope you enjoy the view as we continue our journey to Copenhagen. Thank you for flying with us today.
How cool is that? Just whatever I ask. Northern Germany.
Langen radar, Swiss 1278. Evening, maintaining flight
I didn't set the chrono either. I'm very bad at remembering to do that. Doesn't matter. It's just something pilots do to, you know, to basically just record the time of the flight. It's a bit late to do it now though. Can you turn it off?
Bremen Radar Swiss 1278. Good evening, with you flight level 360.
Swiss 1278, Bremen radar identified. Good evening.
Yeah, I just checked in with the ATC. Oh, Brian did. I made him do it. You can do that. You can just check in anytime with them just to let them know, you know, we're still up here, we're still cruising and everything is cushy. A little bit of a wind then. Oh, fuck. Okay, I said a little bit of a wind, 101 knots. And it's coming from this direction.
Swiss 1278, expect the Monarch 5 Charlie arrival. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent. If you'd like to descend now, just say the word.
It's way too early.
Charlie arrival, Swiss 1278.
Brian, can you find out what runway we're going to be landing on? This is a
landing on runway 22 left at Copenhagen Kastrup Airport.
Alright, thanks.
Victor November Bravo. Bravo. Proceed direct final.
Welcome,
Cleared
Rusty.
for the ILS runway 18 approach. Descend and maintain altitude 3,000 feet until established. Altimeter 1020.
Change of plan, guys. Change of plan.
Down to 3,000 cleared for the ILS 18 approach. Delta Victor November Bravo Bravo.
So 22 left, we're coming in on.
Delta Victor November
By the Monarch 5C.
Bravo, contact Bad Hersfeld radio on 119.005.
Okay, flight plan changed.
119.005. See you, Delta Victor November Bravo Bravo.
Now, do we still have a discontinuity? Or are we going to be good to go? Yeah, there's a discontinuity there still, which is fine. It's fine. We'll survive. It breaks off here. That's fine. We'll just let the plane fly on just a tad, and then we'll just spin it round. It's cool. Again, but it is a 2000, the intercept altitude, but I'm just going to navigraph it because numbers have changed. Things will have changed. Yeah, get me out of here. No, don't. So we are approaching on ILS 22. Yeah, decision altitude is 208 now. Because this runway is a little bit lower. Glide slope intercept altitude, which is here, is 2000, which is what it was before, so that's fine. And the ILS and the course is 217 at 109.5. All right. Sure. Well, let's go and alter that information. It's already cleared out the barrow because, of course, we changed the runway. So Brian knew the runway. He didn't even tell me. Alright, so we're now fully configured for runway 22. Okay. And as for the ILS information, well, 109.5, and the course is 216, is that correct? 217. Hey, for 1 degree, we're not going to crash. Final approach course 217. I could change it to 217 here, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Okay, we're cool. Alright. I don't know why it was asking me to descend now. It's way too early. Like, it would be crazy. We'd be descending at like 1 foot per minute. Well, okay, maybe 3 feet per minute. I don't know why the hell it would ask me that. That's, or tell me that. That's just very weird. So I'm just going to confirm this, I think. So Mona 5C. So Brian, just to confirm, we're landing runway 22 left with the Mona 5C arrival, correct?
That's correct, Rusty. We're landing on runway 22 left with the Monac 5 Charlie arrival.
Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Good to know this well beforehand if we have to change our flight plan. And as long as it's at this stage, changing the flight plan to a different runway, different arrival doesn't really matter. It's a simple thing to do. As long as you don't get any complications. I mean, the flight plan is broken, but it's that must happen quite a lot in real life anyway. Nothing we can't sort out. We just have to keep an eye on temperatures.
Raymond radar, Eurowings 1 Echo Yankee, flight level 240.
So it was 11 degrees. As it gets later into the night, it's going to drop. Oh, okay, it's gone up. It's 12 degrees now. Air pressure remains the same, and nothing significant to note. Right. This is our view, guys, unfortunately, but this is what night flying is all about. Let me come out into the spot view here. We can move around. Look at this. Look at these night lights. I mean, phenomenal. It's amazing whenever you see side-by-side shots of, you know, a freeze frame from this simulator versus reality. It's amazing how close it gets it, no matter where you go. And in, I think, the beginning of July, we're going to be getting World Update 22, which is going to be the 3rd USA update, which will focus on updating with new terrain, more detailed terrain of all the national parks. Yosemite and Yellowstone and Grand Canyon, they're all going to get done.
Raymond radar, Sun Express 5 Echo Yankee.
Most of them I haven't heard of, but all those ones will be.
Bremen radar, roger.
So we can, when that comes out, we'll take a little plane or something and have a look around the Grand Canyon. We'll pop over to Yellowstone.
Postman 1 Romeo Foxtrot, Bremen radar.
And Yosemite, which is bigger? Which one is bigger, Yosemite or Yellowstone? Yosemite's massive, right? I don't know which one's bigger though. No idea. The Grand Canyon already looks pretty decent in this Sims, but if they're updating it even more, well, I can't wait to check it out. It should be cool. Sun doesn't want to set, does it? We are continually going north though. I don't know if it's north enough to see Aurora. We'd have to go a bit further. Can you see the northern lights from Copenhagen? Maybe on a good day. There's another aircraft. It's only a pixel. You guys see it? Right there.
Flight level 200.
Oh, I have binoculars, don't I?
3 Yankee Kilo. Bremen radar, roger.
I mean, I can really zoom in with these. Like, I can really zoom in with these. Look how this is made up of each individual freaking RGB pixel, just like a real. They haven't messed about here. These are made up from the little tiny colors that you would see if you magnified the real thing. That's how insane this Phoenix is. And that's just the binoculars. That effect. But yeah, it's crazy. It blows my mind that these numbers are made up of these. It's like if you do the same in Elite Dangerous and you zoom into the adverts, those holographic adverts, they're all made up of RGB circles, which is what TV screens and monitors, this is how they look. That is so freaking cool, man. How do they do that?
Bremen radar, Postman 44 Charlie, flight level 250.
It's not like it's just a standard pixel anyway, because look. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is. Let's go to something that isn't LED or LCDs. See, that doesn't have it. They're just blurry pixels. But anything that is a monitor or a screen panel or something is made up. What about this? Yeah, look. Just like it would be in the real world. And this is how accurate. I wonder if the PMDGs are like that. I mean, I would imagine so. It's so cool. Right, should we have a look on the map, guys, see where we are? Let's have a quick weather check. Come on. 12 degrees, that's fine. So if we go to... Right. Wait a minute. Come out of here. And I believe we can even do that.
Bremen radar, discerning 0 Bravo, Victor, flight level 340.
You see there on Say Intentions, that radio call?
Victor, Bremen radar.
Not every radio call is clear crystal. It sounds like there's interference. It's a little bit distant sometimes. Oh, you been there? Hamburg. Yeah, there we are. We're slightly off the flight plan, but it's not enough to even be a slight concern. It's absolutely fine. I think the plane is more correct than this blue line is. Yeah, there's EDHC or HG. Yeah, is that where we are? Hamburg? Laura, are we flying over Hamburg? Get a hamburger, can't we?
Yes, Captain. We are currently flying over Hamburg, Germany. It's a vibrant city known for its historic port and beautiful architecture.
When are we going to fly over Cheeseburg? Can't believe it.
We are currently cruising over northern Germany, and we will be flying over Denmark shortly. I will keep you updated on our progress.
All right. Baconburg. Chickenburg. Yeah. Donuts. Ooh. So after a hamburger, guys, you can go here for donuts. Oh, donuts. Right, okay. Wasn't it a German officer then that was called Donuts? Or something like this, Donuts? Feels good, donuts. Ah, that's Hamburg then. EDHG. There it is. Oh, there's the main airport, look, EDDH. And what's this one then? EDHG. It's got more than one, but yeah, there's the main Hamburg one. We could reroute. We could reroute right now. Ask ATC, just tell ATC we have a very ill passenger and we want to reroute into Hamburg. I'm pretty sure we could do that, but it would mean changing the well, maybe not Simbrief. We could do it on the... Yeah, I'll just tell us, can you give us a runway and an approach to fly? And we could do it. Maybe one day we'll do something like that. We'll simulate an emergency. And then possibly, like if we did something like that, so let's say this one, and we rerouted to Hamburg to drop off a passenger who's ill, and then we'd have to do the whole routine of taking off from Hamburg and flying to Copenhagen. And we'll call it mid-air disaster.
Bravo, Victor, flight level 280.
It would be cool.
Vistair Nina 0 Bravo. Victor, Bremen radar, Roger.
Roger. Roger Ramjet. Okay, top of descent is coming in 60 miles. We are prepped and ready. Enter destination data. So there is a slight change, but it's nothing to fret about. So let's go to the approach phase, and we're just going to update the temperature. The baro is correct. The wind right now, I don't know. It says 267 over 4, but I have a feeling that is a little bit different right now. So weather on the arrival, let's do a refresh, and it's 270 over 5.
Flight level 210.
Vistair Nina 0 Bravo. Victor, Bremen radar, Roger.
Over 5. And Transition altitude 5,500. I'm assuming that is correct. We can double check it. If we go to Navi and we bring in
Swiss 1278, contact Bremen radar on
an approach here.
125.3.
Doesn't matter which one.
Radar on 125.3, Swiss 1278.
Transition altitude 5,000.
Bremen radar, Swiss 1278. Good
And you're
evening.
telling me 5,500. Brian, do you know the transition altitude for Copenhagen? I want to see which one he's... Whatever he tells me.
Transition altitude for Copenhagen is 5,000 feet.
Alright, thanks. Cheers. Okay, so... we'll change it.
You're welcome, Rusty. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Flaps 3, yeah. ILS in the top corner there, top right. ILS 2 left. Decision altitude is at 208 feet. Landing configuration is flaps 3. It's all good. We have 39 cubic centimeters to go for top of descent. So, maybe when we get 10 miles out, maybe 5 miles out, we can start the descent a little bit early, just to make sure that we're going to stay under the under or on the cruise profile, and we're not going to be, sorry, the descent profile, and we're not going to be above it or fighting anything. We'll just drop a little bit below. So we're 5 minutes into the flight, apparently. Oh, hello. E.T. Is he going to phone home in 21 minutes? Is this 21 minutes to arrival? Is that what this is? I haven't noticed this one before. Well, I haven't been monitoring it. Estimate, it doesn't say ETA, it just says ET. No, it's gone up, see? So, ET phone home. Yeah, sorry. On this side, I can't control this side with my thing. I noticed how this one, unlike the Boeing, it doesn't have a thing where you can say descend now, like on the screen. I can do it on a button up the top there, but it doesn't have it here. Like descend, expedite. Well, maybe would that do it? Don't know. So we are 34 nautical miles away from Mach L, which is here. Top of descent comes up in 21 miles. Yeah. We'll start dropping the plane. Who are we talking to now? Bremen radar, this is Swiss 1278, will be ready to descend in about 10 miles.
Swiss 1278, descend via Monarch 5 Charlie to 4000 into Castrop, QNH 1016.
Monarch 5 Charlie to 4000 into Castrop, QNH 1016, Swiss 1278.
Oops, okay, so we're cleared down to 4,000.
Descend at your discretion.
Thank you.
Descending at our discretion, Swiss 1278.
So we, okay, so we're cleared to descend all the way down to 4, so that's good.
Bremen radar, UPS 2901, flight level 170. UPS 2901, Bremen radar, roger.
See, also, if we descend a bit early, say 10 miles early, the plane doesn't have to pitch down so aggressively, and we'll have a smoother descent. Not that you feel it that much anyway, but it'll be nicer for the passengers. So let's bring the range into 40 miles now, and as soon as it hits the ring, the 10-mile marker here, now we can descend if we want to. I'll be 2 seconds. Right, let's descend. So, 4,000, I only have to push this button down. And there she goes. Going down to 4,000, and there is the ideal flight profile.
Now left our cruising altitude.
But of course, as we're descending early,
please return to your seats, stow your tables.
We're going to be a bit under. So 3,400 feet per minute, that's a bit much, but the plane will realise it's well under, and I believe it's going to lessen that a little bit. So how far above and below the profile are we? Does it tell us here? We can find out in on a Boeing. We're looking for the doesn't. Oh no, confirm approach phase. No, absolutely not. Sorry, I shouldn't have pressed that. No, absolutely do not do that.
Swiss 1278, contact Copenhagen control on 119.555.
It's way too early for the approach phase. Oh my god.
119.555, Swiss.
Yeah, where do you find the number? For how much? I could manually tell the plane to just descend at 2,000 feet a minute. Is there a way on here to find out?
Swiss 1278, Copenhagen control identified. Good evening.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, vertical deviation. So we're 1,000 feet below. So hopefully this number will keep on decreasing nice and slowly. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Vertical deviation. What did I get there? There we go. So we'll keep that on that screen, and then we'll keep the flight plan on this one. Sweet. 4,200 now? Jesus. Alright. Well, you know what you're doing. Right, so let's get a weather update. I don't think it's going to change from here. And if it does, it'll be by peanuts. Nothing to do with Charlie Brown, but 1017. Okay, so that's what we have programmed in anyway. Let's go confirm it. 1017, temperature 12. Is it still 12? It is. I'm happy. We don't have to change the QNH on the aircraft to 1017 until we go below the transition altitude of 5,000 feet. But what I'm happy to do is... Not you. Where's the knob there? Is just change it here. and then put it back into standard so that when I pull it, it's ready to go. There we go. And now it's ready. I can already change this one if I want. It's not going to matter. This is just a backup instrument. And also down here if I want to. Two backup instruments. Sure, why not? Now, flap speeds. We're only going to be landing flaps 3. So from 230 we can get the flaps 1 out. From 200 we can get flaps 2. And at 185 we can get flaps 3. I'm not going to be going full flaps here. I think it would depend on length of runway. You know, if you have a shorter runway, you might want to go full flaps. I don't know what the length, you know, what the cutoff point is. But I find with flaps 3 and reverse thrusters and the brakes, it's plenty enough to stop the plane in time. We don't need to be landing on the runway so slowly with flaps full. So yeah, rudder trim is set to 0 at the moment. It's all good. All I have to do now is nail the landing, which in this thing, it's a floaty thing. So 10,000 feet, we will get the seatbelt signs on, we will get the landing lights on, and yeah, prepare. Right, back to, I'm done with this now, I'm not going to update this anymore. If it does change, it's not really going to deviate enough to be a bother. So
Swiss 1278, contact Copenhagen approach on 118.
What is this?
4550.
What is this and why is this?
Approach on 118.455, Swiss 1278.
I think this is our discontinuity. We go along this way and then we've got to turn it back that way.
Copenhagen approach, Swiss 1278.
Are we really going to be going left, and then back up again? Are we?
Swiss 1278, Copenhagen approach identified. Good evening, expect RNAV runway 22 left approach into Kastrup. And have you got information, Lima?
It's not quite what they say, is it? Let's forget that blue line.
Since there are no specific points of interest found, let's talk about the closest airport, Orupgard Flyveplads, DK0024. This small airfield is a classic example of Denmark's love for general aviation. It's mainly used by local pilots for recreational flying and glider operations. The airfield is surrounded by beautiful Danish farmland, making every takeoff and landing feel like a scenic adventure. Orupgard itself is a historic manor estate dating back to the 19th century, and the area is known for its peaceful countryside views.
By the way, Laura, thanks for not providing me with my steak pie and mash. I've been starving the whole flight, but it doesn't matter. It'll come out your wages.
Understood, Captain. I apologize for the delay. Your meal will be delivered shortly.
No, it doesn't matter. We're descending now. Forget it. Eat it yourself.
Understood, Captain. I will ensure everything is prepared for our descent and arrival.
I'm sure you will. Are we over the water? We are indeed. Hence the cyan. take that shot. It's a dark one, but though, to use as a thumbnail, but maybe I'll just keep the one I've got. Is this our decel point? It can't be.
Captain, I appreciate your understanding regarding the meal delay. I will ensure that we have everything ready for your next flight. Thank you for your patience.
Yeah, but it'll be cold by then.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know what these circles mean.
please return to your seats, stow your tables, fasten your
And if there is a descent,
the use of the
Jesus, decel. If there is a decel point here, it's all mushed up inside all of this. Is it where that blue arrow is going? No, the blue arrow is actually going to where the plane thinks it's going to hit 4,000. Oh, it's a little bit beyond. Right, we're almost at 10,000 feet. That's good enough for me. So let's get the seatbelt signs on. And let's get the taxi lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign has been turned on. We kindly ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the lavatories are no longer available until the seatbelt sign has been turned off. Thank you for your cooperation.
Yep, so no peeing. Where is decel? Oh, maybe it doesn't have it because the flight path is broken. Could it be that?
All electronic devices are turned off and
normally it would be a circle with a D in it, but I'm not seeing that. Is it here?
And ensure your seats are fully upright as well. Please fasten your seatbelts. The weather in Copenhagen is clear, with a temperature of 12 degrees Celsius. Our assigned gate is Terminal 1.
For some reason I can't click on the buttons. There it is. There's decel. Oh, it's just before the discontinuity. Okay. Alright, so when we go beyond Adobe here, I'll just direct the plane to go to CH6, whatever it is. Not a prob. The decel is when the plane's going to start properly slowing down and killing its engines and reduce the speed enough to get the flaps down.
For the RNAV runway 22 left approach.
Yep, 22 left.
020 vectors for the RNAV runway.
Oh, and that wants me to turn left heading 020. And Brian's just okayed that. Don't, but here's 020.
Turn right heading 020.
Why are you saying turn left?
020, Swiss
Turn right heading is... Okay, it's corrected itself. Turn right heading 020. I mean, we could. Do we trust it? We could change. But the plane... It won't freak out if we don't, let's put it that way. We're basically at about 11. Well, 13. Isn't it? No. What's this? No, that's 13. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a pilot. It wants us to be on this heading, which is fine. It gives us a nice... I don't want to trust it on this flight. Not this one. I do trust it, kind of. Is that a bridge? Bridge. That's a sizable bridge. That is long. Holy Jesus, that is a long bridge. Right, so seatbelts are on, landing lights are on, everything is cushy. 230 is marked here when we can start getting the flaps engaged.
Right heading 020, Swiss 1278.
That's twice they've asked us to turn right heading to 0. It won't kill us if we do it. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, turning right 020. But now you need to clear me down. We're going to be at 4,000 feet. You need to clear me down now to a bit further. I'm sure it'll do it later. So we're heading the way it wants to head. It's not the way I want to do it, but see, now the flight plan is all dotted because we're not following it anymore. We're on heading mode. But it will take us a direct intercept here with this. Okay, I'm going to put my faith in you. Say intentions, do not let me down. We're maintaining 4,100 for some reason.
Swiss 1278, speed 160 knots, 737 max 1 miles ahead.
Speed 160 knots, 737 max 1 mile ahead, Swiss 1278.
Okay, we have a plane in front. Yeah, but we wouldn't have that plane. There it is. If you hadn't changed my course, we'd have been fine. You want me to drop down? No, it can't be asking me to go to speed 160. Surely. That would be a little bit too slow. Yeah, I can understand why it's not descending us any further than 4,000 because we are still well below what we should be. So that's okay. Ryan, are they asking us to drop to speed 160 knots?
Yes, Rusty, they want us to reduce speed to 160 knots.
That's a bit slow, isn't it?
Yes, it's a bit slower than usual, but it's necessary for spacing with the traffic ahead.
Dude, I'm not a fan.
Swiss 1278, slowing to 160 knots.
I'm not a fan of this, but okay. If it all goes wrong, guys, it's not going to be my fault. We're only going to be 16 knots above the landing speed here. So we're going to be getting the flaps out here.
Normal speed, no traffic in trail.
Okay, flaps 1.
Speed, Swiss 1278.
It doesn't look too bad of a thing here because resume normal speed. I mean, it's just asked me to resume normal speed.
020.
Left heading 020, Swiss 1278.
We're already on 020. Right, flaps up. Oh my god. How far from the diesel?
Turn left heading 260, descend 3000.
Left heading 260, descend 3000, Swiss 1278.
I'm gonna trust you. Don't let me down. If you nail this, I will be super freaking impressed. I'm putting my entire faith in you directing this aircraft. I mean, the runway is just off here, but we need to decelerate at some point. We are at 250 and I don't like it. I don't like being at this speed. By Adobe it wants 220, so I'm going to drop it down to that, guys. I'm taking over here.
Swiss 1278, 9 miles from Charlie Hotel to Lima Foxtrot. Turn left heading 235. Descend altitude 2000 feet until established. Cleared for the Arnav runway 22 left approach. Speed below 220 knots.
Speed below 220. Yeah, see?
235. Descend 2000 until established. Cleared RNAV 22 left approach. Speed below 220 knots. Swiss 1278.
There's the runway. Is the localizer there? Yep, localizer's coming in. Approach mode enabled. And I'm going to have you handle the speed now. Well, okay. I've got the plane handling the heading now. I want to drop to flaps 2, please. So we need to be at 200 or below.
278, contact Castrop Tower on 121.83.
I don't like this.
Contacting Castrop Tower on 121.83, Swiss 1278.
This has gone out the water. Okay, I'm going to have to control my speed.
Good evening, established on the RNAV runway 22 left approach.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong way, guys. This is ridiculous.
Swiss 1278, Castrop Tower, continue approach, number 2 behind the Sun Express 737 on a 6-mile final.
Okay, I'm getting the slats out. We need a drop in speed, like rapid.
$2,000.
Oh my god. Gear down. Okay, we're good. Flaps conf 3 checked. Right, flaps 3, guys, is at 185, so we can do that already. So flaps 3 now, and then I'm going to set the VAP speed. I could use auto throttle now, to be fair. So the VAP is 144, as I remember. It's not on that screen, but it's 144. This is stopped.
1278, expect late landing clearance, runway 22 left.
So we are established on the glide slope. We just need to
Whiskey Hotel, hold short of runway 12.
Get the speed down to 144.
Whiskey Hotel. Sun Express 1 Echo November, contact ground on 121.905.
Switching to ground, Sun Express 1 Echo November.
300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sweet. I'll take that. That was gorgeous. I didn't flare up hardly anything. Oh, that was lovely. Yes. Hi Brian, can you request taxi to gates, please?
1278, welcome to Castrop. Contact ground on 121.905.
I'll request taxi instructions to the gate.
Switching to ground on 121.905, Swiss 1278.
Where are we peeling off? It's not telling me. I'm gonna peel off here.
Crossing 12, Ryder 8 Whiskey Hotel.
That was nice.
Castrop ground, Swiss 1278.
We weren't far off centre line either.
Taxi to the gate with Lima.
That was a good landing, boy.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey Hotel, cross runway 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Copenhagen. Did you know that Copenhagen is home to the famous Little Mermaid statue, inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale? Thank you for flying with Swiss International Airlines. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Swiss International Airlines. The local time is 12:22 a.m. For those with upcoming connections, please note the following. Flight number SK320
Oh, come on, woman.
departing at 6:30 a.m. from gate A15. Flight number LH854 to Frankfurt, departing at 6:50 a.m. from gate A21.
Castrop ground, Swiss 1278, requesting taxi to the available parking, please. Seeing as how Brian didn't do it. Welcome to Copenhagen, everybody. Oh, my slats are up.
Swiss 1278, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate A22 via Bravo 4 Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 12. Good day.
What was that?
Terminal 1 Gate Alpha 22 via Bravo 4 Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 12, Swiss 1278.
Okay, Brian, I'm taking over comms now. Thank you very much. Okay, we've been assigned a parking space, so let's go do it. Yeah, so okay, I had to manage the speed on approach myself because I allowed, say, intentions to dictate the heading in, and yeah, it put us on the right path. It did it, so can't really complain at that. The steering on this is a bit notchy, and like it steers and then I have to level it up, steer, level, and it doing it in bits and pieces. So yeah, we're going down here now. Sweet, nice flight. I like it. One of my better landings. I didn't even look at the instruments, to be honest. I didn't pay attention to the flight director. Once I looked at it. Whoa. Once I looked at the flight director. And I needed to go a bit left because I was a bit to the right of the center line. But yeah, I was just paying attention to the runway and the PAPI lights, just completely focused on that. And there's the airport, the third party one. I think this is from Beautiful Models of the World, this one, if I'm not mistaken, which is BMW. Yes, it is. And they advertise themselves as such. Ooh, aren't we supposed to hold short here? Runway 12. Castrop ground, this is Swissair 1278, holding short of runway 12. Just in case we're clear, we can go. So we're going to gate Alpha 22 Bravo 4. Terminal 1 we're going to. Gate Alpha 22 via Bravo 4. Bravo. Are we tuned? 121.63. What the hell is this? Tune me in. Castrop ground, this is Swiss 1278, holding at runway 12. Don't you clear me for takeoff.
Swiss 1278, Castrop ground, contact tower on 121.83 for departure clearance.
I don't want departure.
Contact tower on 121.83 for departure clearance. Swiss 1278.
Brian, I have the comms. I switched it back to me and it went back to co-pilot.
Got it, Rusty. I'll handle the comms for now.
No, I'll handle the comms from here.
All right, Rusty, you've got the comms.
Yeah, now it switched it back to me. Right. I don't know what to say now. Castrop tower? No, we should be on Castrop ground. Forget it. Castrop ground.
I'll handle the request for taxi to parking.
You fucking won't.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Castrop ground, this is Swiss 1278, holding short runway 12 as we're waiting to taxi to the gate.
I'll request taxi instructions to the gate.
Oh, I'm talking to Brian. No wonder. Castrop ground, this is Swiss 1278, holding short runway 12 and awaiting further taxi instructions to the gate.
Swiss 1278, holding short of runway 12, requesting taxi to the gate. We have information, Lima.
Oh, Brian, just stop talking.
Swiss 1278, Castrop ground, taxi to Terminal 1 gate, 22 via Bravo 4, Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 12.
What a freaking mess. Roger, thank you, Swiss 1278.
Swiss 1278, taxi to Terminal 1 gate A22 via Bravo 4, Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 12.
No, I'm not holding short. It's too late. It's too late now. Castrop ground, Swiss 1278, we are already beyond runway 12.
Swiss 1278, cross runway 12, then continue taxi via Charlie Alpha Yankee Lima Juliet.
Yeah, done. Never mind your Yankees and your Limas and your Juliets. I'm just going to slow this down. Need to give the map a chance to catch up. So we're going to be docking here. So apparently there's a plane and then two planes. and we're supposed to go to the left of the second one, but that doesn't match. Oh, maybe. So there's a plane we're approaching, KLM, is that right? Yeah, there it is. And then there's two planes, AFR and DLH. I don't know what they are. So we're going to go to the left of this KLM plane, sorry, to the right of the KLM plane. But we will be on the left of it. We turn right, but we will be on the left of it. That's what I mean. And then there's two planes. There they are. And we're to the left of that one. This is Juliet now. We've just gone on to Taxi Juliet. And that's our parking right there. A22. There we go. I'm surprised GSX isn't ready with the handler. Right, I don't know which is my mark. I don't know which is the one for the Airbus. But I know that we're a bit forward. Sorry, we're not enough forward yet. Come on. Go on, a bit more. There you go. Right, ideally I should have put the APU on, but I'm not going to bother with that now. Let me just get the brakes on, sort the lights out. Oh, you're off already, and you can go off. And then we want ground power. I'm going to call it from here as opposed to GSX. Because it'll be instant. Chocks? Chock chock? Okay, so we can just switch to ground power and shut the engines down. Ground power is connected. Engines going off. And now we can deboard. Oh, guys. It was the most complicated was getting that freaking clearance to the across the runway there. Okay.
The boarding requested.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind, whatever. Copenhagen Flight Services is fine, doesn't matter. Whichever one you recommend. Alright. Slats are down, flaps are up. Oh, you want the doors open again. See, for me, it's always been a case that the Fenix has done this automatically.
Passengers deboarding started.
Cool thing with the Airbuses is that they've even got that little shake when they get to the top. It's so real, man. They've got those, they transport the baggage. They don't do it like suitcase by suitcase. They do, they transport them in those properly shaped aluminium containers. I'm presuming they're aluminium for weight. It just makes life so much easier because they're designed to fit specifically in, and it keeps everything together. There we go. you can see the passengers getting off there because the concertina thing, the accordion, hasn't quite got the connection. There they go. They're all piling off. I don't know if we can see them. Is it glass? I don't know. I don't have a free cam. I could, well, actually what I can do is get off my seat. Let's put my torch on for some reason. .30 frames per second now. Ooh. Great. See, normally you can touch these fins. No, not the fins, but this, the housing. Ah, here we go. And stop. And yeah, it's a bit hot. How do I get my light out? I don't know what the light button is. Was it that? Yeah. So this one's going like the clappers. Whoa there, Nelly. Save your bearings. Yeah, we are here. Sugal, we have arrived. How much fuel is remaining? Yeah, the frame rates on these third-party airports are a nightmare, which is why I don't really run them. Okay, so 2.5 then, 1.25 in each one. So yeah, 2.5 tons of fuel left. That's absolutely okay. Oh, we need to close those doors. We'll do that. Actually, I can probably do it manually, but to lock it properly, I think you have to, oh, actually to unlock, you have to, there's a panel you have to open here. Oh, it's already open. Is this a good thing then? That is not the sound I want to hear. How do I make you go that way? There we go. Why aren't you closing? Are the hydraulics not on? That doesn't sound like the hydraulics are on properly. Alright. We need the yellow hydraulic to be on. Alright, let's try now. Hello. It should sound like a freaking dog barking. Oh my god. Usually it sounds like a dog barking, doesn't it, when you put the hydraulics on? No. Man, the window to close it is so small. But if I don't lock it, it's going to flick itself open again due to gravity. Oh, that noise though. Save me from it. See, I have to hold. No. Come on. You have to hold it in this position, but I can't get the arrow. How the hell am I going to know when it's closed? There we go. Right, I think that's all. I don't think there's any locking mechanism, because if you don't close this, it'll stay shut for a while, and then it'll just go ping, and it'll just ping open. Because it can't maintain, you know, with the hydraulics and everything, it just can't maintain staying open like that. Are you ticking again? Alright, let's shut that off now, because that is so freaking noisy. Right. Fuel pumps off. Don't need the navigation anymore. I don't know what this is flickering away. Cockpit door video. We don't need landing flaps 3 configured anymore. Seat belts can come off. Should have done that earlier. Yeah, I guess beacon light can be off. So strobe and nav, I'll leave them on just because.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now parked at the gate. Please make sure to collect all your personal belongings.
See,
on behalf of all of us at Swiss International Airlines, thank you for flying with us. Welcome to Copenhagen.
Now that voice was triggered by me turning the seatbelt signs off, which makes absolutely fine. Oh, the brake's hot. See, they always get hot with landings, and I try and minimize their use. Because what I try and do is use the reverse thrusters to slow the plane down as much as possible. But now I've had to put you can hear the fans on the wheels now spinning around like nuts to cool the brakes off. I don't know, it seems that since the version 2 of this plane, when we land, maybe it's the way I taxi. I'm having to brake so much because I'm taxiing at a faster speed than I should, so I'm riding the brakes on the way in. But I mean, we're not really going very quickly. Anyway, so the brakes will stay on there, cooling them down. The brake fans. Michelin, right? Yeah, Michelin. I don't know what type of tyres. I'm sure you can't get them at your local tyre store though. They don't have brakes on the fronts. But they do have lights. Very frickin' bright ones as well. These are the runway turn-off lights, by the way. Yep, airport ops. So once the brakes are no longer hot, that'll go disappear. We can turn them off. But they tend to go hot again if you turn them off straight away. The temperature will go back up a little bit, so it's always good to wait. Are the passengers off? Are they all off? I don't know. Ah, 2 more passengers to go. Delay takeoff for cool. Yeah, well, we're not taking back off again. Do you want to deboard the crew? Sure.
Crew deboarding starting.
There's a company message there. Oh, let's turn off the squawk. I can't see a frickin' thing here. There we go. So company message. What the hell's that going to be? Copenhagen ground. Our arrival message. Welcome. 22:34 Zulu. So that's UTC time. That's not necessarily local time. And there's your flight plan. In the secondary, well, we don't have it because we don't have an active one, but I did have. So, for example, you can have Zurich to Copenhagen as your primary flight plan, and then you can do a secondary one, Zurich to Hamburg, for example, just in case you might need to stop off there. And then you can just program the secondary flight plan and then make it active so the plane follows that one. So what we could have done when we knew mid-flight that the runway was different, we could have just changed it to 22 on the secondary flight plan and kept the first one where it was, you know, made a copy of the primary into the secondary, changed the runway to 22, make sure it was all right first, and then we can either do it on the first one or make the secondary flight plan the new active one, and then it would have followed that. So you could do that if you want. Right, I reckon everybody's off now, so let's get the doors closed and we'll get the plane shut down. Oops. Oh, you've come back? There's more baggage? Why have you suddenly whizzed back here? Okay, it wants me to open them again. Why are you back here though? Surely you've got everything already. Well, I guess it wasn't finished with the baggage. And how many of these are lying around? That noise you hear is the brake fans. They are so freaking noisy. The brakes are not hot anymore. Let's turn them off. Oh, instant stop. Oh, that's so much better. I'll bet the brakes go hot again now. Oh, but it comes up hot. Yeah, so what do you reckon, guys? That was not bad, right? We did a good flight. Planned it at the beginning. There you go. See, I told you. I told you. We planned the whole flight on Preflightly. Didn't even know where we were going to go from and to. Didn't know whether we were going to do an A320 or an A321. Got all that sorted. Did the flight. And now we're just in the process of shutting down. But I can't. The brakes are going to be hot. Why is the passenger deboarding just restarted again? It's supposed to have got the crew off, and now it's saying it's deboarding the passengers again for the second time. What is GSX up to? Why are people leaving my plane for the second time? What are you folks up to? Da 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 da. Your twin sister just got off. Let's take a look inside the cabin here. You can see it's Swiss. On the back of the plane there, you've got Swiss. Does it have anything on the back of the seats? Oops, frame rate killer. Yep, look at that, Swiss. That's how you do a frickin' livery. But you add this into it as well. That's how you do a proper livery. Someone's put proper time into this. I think this is a livery that comes with Fenix anyway. But this is killing my frame rates. 18 and 20 we're getting now. Pity you can't open these. On the PMDG Boeings you can not only open the overhead racks, but you can close the window shades as well. You would think, you notice how the cabin lighting has now gone back up to 100? We put it on very dim, didn't we, for the flight? It's gone back up now. Anyway, despite the deboarding, I'm going to shut it all down. I mean, we're only running on ground power. I just don't know why we're going through the deboard again. So, bye-bye. Cold and dark, baby. Now no one's getting off. All the doors are open. But hey. There you go, Brian. We are in Copenhagen. Hope you have a good stay here before we make the return flight.
Enjoy your time in Copenhagen, Rusty. I'll handle the taxi instructions.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we're already stopped, deboarded, and the plane is powered down. You dopey bugger.
All right, Rusty, I've got the comms from here.
There is no comms. The plane has stopped. We are cold and dark. We are finished. Understand? Yeah, Brian?
It seems like we're all set and powered down. If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
No, go and enjoy yourself. Take a break. Right, okay. There you go, guys. That's it.
Thanks, Rusty. I'll take a break. Let me know if you need anything else.
Oh, what are you, my personal valet? Right. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed the flight. I thought it was pretty decent. We did okay. And if you want to type in these coordinates into Google, you can. And they'll take you directly to where we are. Down to the particular parking. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for flying with Rusty Airlines. And I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, have a great whatever rest of the day and tomorrow. Take care, guys. Thank you and bye-bye.